What we do here is go back.
Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Rickeyta. Today's video is going to be a Q&A video. A lot of you have been asking me many questions in the comments and elsewhere, so I figured why not just do a Q&A video. Yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit more about myself. First question comes from __ photos by me, and they're asking, what are your hobbies? Anything having to do with like beauty and art, especially. I love creating things. I love to like do arts and crafts and just like DIY, creating clothes. I remember when I was younger in I think middle school or something, I used to sell like shorts that I would distress and tie-dye and like dip dye and all that. I just remember always doing that type of stuff and putting like fake studs on t-shirts and making necklaces, and I just love creating things, and I love fashion and beauty. So yeah, I would have to say like singing, like listening to music, and art. Okay, like literally you guys, I couldn't even like pretend like to be cute and be outside and stuff. The mosquitoes bite me up. The next question is coming from Amin Tunkara. I'm sorry if I'm butchering these names. I'm probably gonna be butchering them the whole video. He's asking, what's the most difficulties I've faced living in Gambia? One thing that I really found pretty bad is that some people here, not everybody, just some people, you always get like those bad people out the bunch. They can always just look at you as like just a foreigner. They just are not as embracing as an African. They'll be like, she's not African, she's Tubab, or she's white, which is crazy to me. They've called us white before. It's so funny. I know that they don't mean it like literally like Caucasian white. I think they just say it like they see fair as being white. That's just what they call it. I don't know, y'all, but yeah, just when they like when they're not like embracing of us as Africans, because we are African, we just don't know where in Africa our roots are directly from. Next question is coming from _Khadija _, and she's asking, what is one thing that I regret doing in life? One major thing that I really do regret is like freshman year of high school, the way that I was freshman year of high school in America, like how I just was so unserious about many things. I should have made better decisions that year, because I think it would have definitely changed a lot. For example, like I did not get my driver's license. All the things you should be doing like as a 16-year-old, like preparing for like becoming an adult. Once I got to high school, I was just like so excited about finally entering like high school, and like how you see it in the movies. And I was on the varsity cheerleading team, like the typical thing like you see in the movies. I did like varsity softball as well. Like I was good in sports, but like I was focused on the wrong things is what I'm trying to say. And I wish that I definitely took stuff more seriously, because it would have definitely helped me out a lot more. Hey, get down. Get down. All right. What the freak? My dogs, I don't know what they're eating. I think they're on drugs. Obviously, I'm still young. I'm 19 years old, but I just feel like, you know, I wish I took things a lot more serious earlier on, because I'm like, you know, now that I'm doing actual stuff and seeing how like I'm succeeding at it. I've been working, actually making money for myself. I started charging people for makeup and like creating like a little thing for myself. Like I have so much potential to do good, but I was just sleeping on myself for so long, and now like I'm like, so I'm basically, what I'm trying to say is I wish I would have realized how much potential I actually have and actually put the works in to actually succeed, you know? I know that was a long answer, but I would definitely have to say that was one major regret. But the most important thing now is I'm doing it now. I'm doing what I like. I'm showing my passion and my talents and being more creative and creating things now and I'm so proud of myself. I'm getting things done. I'm about to get my license next month, guys, and I'm so proud of myself. Finally, I can actually say that, because for so long I've just been slacking. So your girl is finally proud of herself. Next question is from Sincerely Safi. She's asking me, do I see myself moving back to the United States anytime soon? And no, I don't, to be honest. For visit, of course, because all my family is there, obviously. And yeah, I just would love to go back for a visit and see all of them. So I don't really see myself ever moving back there to live. Of course not. I see so much potential here. So much is going on. Like, I would be crazy to go back there. And for the longest, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I was contemplating going back there for school, this and that. And I really did want to leave at a point, like a couple months back. And then I realized, like, Kiki, like, there is so much going on here. Your parents purchased land here. Anything that you want to do in America, you can do here. And that's what my mom was telling me and my dad. Like, I know at first I didn't want to listen to them, but I had to come to a self-realization, like, really, like, my parents are doing all this here. You know, I made this YouTube channel and it's like popping off. It's doing well, and I have the potential to do so much more for myself and make so much more of myself by staying here. And I feel like I would have so much more of an impact on people elsewhere by creating this channel and influencing people to come here. And so, you know, like, I would be crazy to go back to America, which is a place that we left from because they were so crazy. You know, that would just be mental of me to actually want to go back there, you know, and live there. You know, it would just be so contradicting of myself. So yeah, no, I would not go back. Next question is from 145 Amina, and she's asking me, how old am I? I'm 19 years old, as I mentioned earlier. And I know I don't look 19. A lot of people think that I'm like freaking 12 or 13, which blows my mind. Actually, it doesn't. I'm pretty short for my age. Pretty short. I'm like 5 foot. The next question is from TCT Project, and they're asking what makes me really angry. To be honest, I feel like it takes a lot to make me angry. I feel like I'm a pretty chill, laid back person. Like, you know, I don't really let too much tick me off. Of course, I can get annoyed, and I feel like there's a difference between being annoyed and angry. Some of the stuff that gets me angry, I'd have to say, is like when people are just mean to other people for no reason. Literally no reason at all. They just feel like, oh, I want to be mean to this person, like, for nothing, you know, just because I feel like it. Like, I'm bored, let's just be mean to this person. Let's talk bad about the way they look. Like, people who do that and think that they look cool, like, you do not look cool. Like, please, you do not look cool. Just people who are like that. And also, like, this kind of goes with that, like, people who are just like, oh, I have no filter, or I'm super blunt, you know, I'm super blunt, I have no filter, this and that, so I'm sorry if I be coming off rude. I'm like, see, that is like the #1 excuse. Some people who are just like freaking a-holes. Don't even try to cover it up by saying that you have no filter or whatever. Just say that you're like a butt face and you just like to freaking be rude. Like, that's what irritates me too as well. Like, people who are just like, who cover up being mean by saying that they have no filter. Like, let's keep it real. Like, you're just unhappy with yourself and you just want to make other people feel like crap by saying you have no filter. Girl, bye. Sorry, I just went off a little bit because people like that, it really irritate me. And there's this person in my mind who's literally like that I know, and it irritates the crap out of me. But I know it's a lot of people type things, but the last one is like people who try to make you feel like you're dumb, or they know more about you than yourself. Like, that blows my mind. Like, how are you gonna tell me something about myself and I'm literally here in my own body? Like, that stuff really irritates me so much, when people really think that they know you more than you know yourself. Oh my god, my baby Yoda. He's been so mean these days. She's so evil. Get out. Even like, hey. Yeah, sorry. Next question is from Aminata Silla _, and she's asking me what's my opinion on the coronavirus situation. And I would have to say, like, I've read a lot of theories on this whole corona mess and whatnot, and it's low-key scary when you think about it. Like, I guess media definitely plays a big part in it, in the way that, you know, Black Twitter and everybody just be making jokes and memes about it. Okay, y'all, this is the last setting change, the last location change. The question I was on was what I think about the corona. Yeah, it's just crazy, like, how something like that can really just put a hold on so much and affect so many people's lives. It's scary, and I don't know what's going on. I really do not. And just the things that my mind has came up with is like, I don't know. I don't even know, y'all, because I'm a very paranoid person. If you know me personally, you know that. So I will come up with the craziest things, and you know what's really going on, you know. But all in all, I hope everybody is definitely like being smart about it though, staying home. And speaking of like staying home with the whole lockdown situation, it's important to really just keep your mind busy and active and just do as much as you can, because if you're just sitting around just leaving yourself to think, it's not good and it's not healthy. So really guys, I hope all of you are just staying safe. Do what you need to do. Don't be touching up on too many people, you know. Don't be letting too many people in your face. Just stay safe, y'all. Next question comes from Abdi_Jama75, and he's asking me, do I plan on visiting other countries in Africa, and if so, where? Of course, absolutely. Like, of course, I want to visit every single country within this continent. Like, absolutely. If I have the chance to do that, I would take it. Absolutely. And I've always dreamed of just I've always wanted to travel to the eastern region. For me, like I've mentioned in previous videos, I'm such an animal lover. I love animals so much, and the wildlife there, it just seems like it's just a lot. Elephants, I really want to see elephants. Oh,
one day I'm gonna see an elephant.
like, it's gonna happen. I don't care. I really would love to visit Tanzania, Kenya, Ghana. Ghana seems so beautiful to me. Oh my god, I'm gonna visit there, y'all. Believe it. Next question is from Usman Rahman 98. He's asking, tell me one thing you like most about Gambia. As I always mention, I love how peaceful it is in Gambia and how safe it can be. Although I mentioned, yeah, there are like thieves here, but it's not as common. Like, of course you have those bad people out of the bunch, as I mentioned earlier, but for the most part, it's so much more safer here than living in America, like what I'm used to, you know, compared to that. So yeah, I really love that about here. Okay, next question is coming from a girl, Mariama, Mari.Eukaria. She's asking, what is my favorite type of rice here? And I would have to say my favorite type of rice is chuyapa. It's just so good. Like, I can literally eat that morning, day, night, breakfast, dinner, lunch, whatever. I love that stuff, y'all. And I used to always love getting it on Wednesdays at school. Like, that's the day that they would always prepare it, on Wednesdays. It's just so good. Ooh. The next question is from Yande Salah. Hey girl. She's asking me to describe one of the best moments of my life that I'll never forget. One of the best moments of my life, I would have to say, is teaching my niece how to walk. Like, I will forever cherish that. Like, literally, because I literally taught a little baby human how to walk, how to use their legs. Like, that is so cute, and like, it just, oh, it warms my heart knowing that I was able to do that. Because literally, when we went back for a visit in 2018, she couldn't walk. So that whole summer, I was really trying to get her to walk and just like practicing with her every day and literally lifting her up. I don't know, that is just something that I will forever cherish. And it just is such a sweet feeling. It's so cute. Next question is from _lovely_Fatu. She's asking me, what are some foods that I miss from the US and or places that I used to eat at that I miss? I would have to say hot Cheetos, like, by far. Hot Cheetos, nacho cheese, like, I don't know, it's just something about nacho cheese I've always been obsessed with. They don't have no type of nacho cheese. I mean, they got the like the Tostitos or whatever you call it, the whole thing in the jar. But I'm like, no, I need the nacho cheese that be in like the concession stands on like jalapenos and all that, like that type of nacho cheese, you know what I'm saying? Chicago style Polish sausages. Oh my god, I miss that. I know I'm clapping because I'm just, ooh, that made me excited. That stuff is so good when you cook it up. Put some grilled onions on that, put some mustard, put it in the bun and you eat it. The way my mom used to make the Polish sausages, it's just nothing tops that. Next question is from Khadija Eziarlo. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but she's asking me, do I have anything to say about how my point got misunderstood in my school experience video? It's not much I can say besides it blows my mind how some people can really be upset at another person for sharing their own personal experience. But yeah, people was literally like going off on me. I'm like, for having my own opinion and sharing my own experience. And not even just that, y'all. I feel like a lot of the people who were putting negative stuff in the comments, they didn't even finish the whole video. They probably watched just like 5 minutes of it and just like automatically assumed I was just trash talking the school, and they just immediately ran with it. And that's sad. Like, come on now. But if they would have watched the full video, they would have seen at the end of the video, I included the good and the bad, you know, because that's the reality of it. And I ended up liking it a little bit more than how it started off. That's just how it was in the beginning for me. You know, I'm coming from a whole different place, all the way from America, like knowing what I'm used to. Like, obviously, I'm just going to feel like a certain type of way. I'm going to feel uncomfortable, and it's going to take me a while to get adjusted. I didn't come up there with a stink attitude or like just thinking I'm better than anybody or nothing like that. I just was uncomfortable and I was shy. I didn't know what to say. It just sucks that some people just cannot have an open mind and be willing enough to freaking understand somebody's experience other than their own. And that's really it. Like, it is what it is. Like, people are always gonna have something to say no matter what. But I do appreciate those of you who were defending me in the comments and having my back and having an actual open mind and actually understanding my experience and understanding why I felt the way that I did. You know, I appreciate y'all so much, and all of y'all who was just having my back, y'all some real ones. Thank you. Next question is coming from Fanta.I. She's asking me, how do I stay so positive and zen? I seem to always have a calm aura. I'm not always so like positive and jolly, blah blah blah. Like, that's just not realistic. Obviously, I have my days where I feel down, and you know, I'm human. Everyone gets that way. When I do get in those low modes or like feel down, I definitely like to talk to people, or, you know, just talk to myself. I know that sounds crazy, but literally, like, just be like, Keek, come on now. There's this quote that I love to go by that it has always stuck with me. It's, a negative mind will never give you a positive life. You cannot expect things to be going so good and everything in your life if you're continuing to be negative in your own mind. Also, I know this is gonna sound like cliche and like bougie or whatever, but you know, some people think like this too, which is crazy, but meditating is no joke. Like, that stuff really is actually very helpful. And like, before I'm one of those people who used to think that like, oh my God, meditating, like, that's so like, who meditates? What the freak? You know, like the way that they portray it on TV as like hippie type stuff, you know? But no, really guys, if you just like meditate and just like chill and relax and just listen to some like chill music and just like close your eyes and just like relax, that really does something to your body. I'm not gonna lie. You're literally just like, it just slows things down when you just relax and, you know, are at peace with yourself. And like I mentioned, that quote, like, it's so true. Like, the way you go about things when times get hard, it's so important. Most importantly, the way that you speak to yourself during those times, like, you're not being too hard on yourself, is so important. Like, don't be so hard on yourself. When you just meditate and realize that everything is in here. So when you just start first in here, being positive there, then everything else falls into place. Next question, almost done guys, is from Fanta as well. She had also asked me, would I ever get married to a Gambian? Of course, why not? It's already in the works. We also followed up by asking if I'm currently going to college, and if not, do I plan on it in or out of Gambia? Currently, no, I'm not in college or any type of schooling right now, and I do not plan on going to college. I plan on doing like massage training here because I want to be a massage therapist. And yeah, right now, like I mentioned earlier, I am just reading these textbooks and taking forever to read those. The 3 textbooks she gave me was aromatherapy, physiology, and anatomy. So I've just basically been reading that and taking forever to read because your girl is a slow reader. But I did go to a school here, a cosmetology school here after I graduated from high school for about a month, and I stopped because I just did not like the way it was going. It felt too much like Sebek, if you know what I mean, like in a sense of like the way I just felt like they weren't teaching me. They were not. Like, literally the first day that I went there, they just gave us the bowls, of water. You go and fill it up, and then you get like the scrubbing thing to do like pedicures. And it's just like, well, dang, like, are you gonna ask what my name is? Are we gonna like give introductions and tell about ourselves? Are we gonna talk about like what we're going to be doing in the class? Like, are we not gonna do no like actual like class like work, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna jump straight into it? So that's the kind of thing I was getting, and I was like, whoa. Thankfully I realized early enough before my mom paid any more money that this just isn't the place for me. Like, I need to go somewhere, better yet just teach myself. And that's what my mom was telling me like the whole time, like, Kiki, you know, you really don't even really got to be going to that school or nothing. You can teach yourself, do what you already been doing before. Because to be honest, when I went to that school, I was also, not only were they not really teaching us, but when they were teaching us something, it was stuff I already knew, like how to put on makeup and stuff like that. Like, I've been doing that a lot and teaching myself that and learning from tutorials on YouTube. So, you know, like, my mom was all like, why waste money there when you can just learn on your own? And she's right. So other than that, like, I've just been like learning stuff online and reading those books, you know. So yeah, I know that was a long answer, but that's pretty much what I'm currently doing right now. Next question is from _Samoni. He's asking if I have any family in Gambia. Yeah, of course, my siblings that I came here with, like my 2 brothers and my older sister. The last question is from Bojang. Hey girl. She's asking me if I still sing. Yeah, of course. I still be singing in my house, sing my parents and my siblings' ears off. Like, every day I be singing. I think you're asking if I like take it seriously or anything. Not really. I just, you know, I just do like little karaoke's on my phone and record videos on like Snapchat and post it. Let me know, guys, if you actually would want me to post a cover on here of me singing a song. Like, if you want that, I could do that, because I really do enjoy like singing and like doing karaoke. If you guys would want that, I would actually do it like for fun. Like, I do love singing, you know. So you guys let me know in the comments if you would want to see like a cover video of me singing a song. But that's pretty much all the questions, guys, that I got. I appreciate all the love and support as always. Until my next video, much love, peace.